Entering settings screen, you have 28 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Duval County, here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go from the Sunshine State. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped. That's 25. The drive will begin there. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake Maye.
I love watching a player of any position come back after a bad game. I think it really just speaks to their mental toughness and their ability to grind, because the reality is, if you can only play well when things are going your way, you're not going to play very long in the NFL. So I am very interested to see, Mike, what sort of approach does this guy come into today's game with, saying, last week is over, I'm going to remain aggressive, I'm going to put my team on my back and go out there and do whatever I have to do to get a win.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Ryan Brzee there for the tackle. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Working out of the gun, it's Maye.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Very nice return. He takes it up past the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
The thing that stuck out to me, Mike, was when we met with him this week, immediately, right at the start of the production meeting, was his ability to take ownership of last week's loss. He said, listen, if I don't make those 2 interceptions, we probably win that game. And when you go back and watch the tape, I love how hard he is on himself. He played pretty good ball. If he can eliminate those couple bad throws, a couple bad decisions, when he's good, he is as good as there is in the NFL.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for. It's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
He'll look to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Jordan Davis. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. On play action, here's May. Open man, his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26.
To throw on 1st down is May. Right back to Warren again. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and goal, Indianapolis.
Out of the gun, here's May. That is caught by the tight end, Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Colts. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Austin Seibert now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Colts will take a 7-0 lead.
Score, Colts 7, Jaguars 0.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. But Jaguars offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
So they're trying to get the ball out of the hand of the quarterback. That's the best way to slow down any good pass rush, but the accuracy and the run after catch is a critical part of the play. So when this ball is not thrown out in front, what they call the front shoulder pad throw, it makes it really hard for this slant route to get completed when the ball's thrown so far behind him.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bible. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
He'll get this quickly to Warren on the RPO. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
And 10.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. And that is incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Austin Seibert on 4th field goal. A 39.
Seibert's kick is good. And the Colts will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The return starts from the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
That one down the but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up fourth down. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Colts offense ready for this next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. We'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. This offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this...
Oh, big hole, left side. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 80 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cyber's extra point is true. As the Colts move further out in front, it is now 17-0. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are through one. It's the Colts out to the early lead. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 9. As we are ready to get back underway. He's inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jason Sanders on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Jaguars are back in this one. It's 17-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Colts.
Here's May. That is intercepted. Picked off by Alohi Gilman. And the Jaguars are going to take possession.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll throw out of the gun, and this one is picked off. It's Juju Brents. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Here's May to throw it on first down. That is brought in at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. Seibert out now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts up their lead. It's now 24-7. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Jaguars. Now Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars back within 10. It's now 24-14.
Jaguars 14. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Colts offense getting set to get back to work. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll send a man in motion left. Throwing on 2nd down. May. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked up by Foye Oluokun.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll look into the middle and find his running back. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, this is 1. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. That's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down? So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, 1st down.
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They'll look to throw. This caught to the goal line and in. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Sanders here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars cut the lead to 3. 24-21.
Jaguars 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to take over possession of the football. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. May gonna look to throw. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category, but biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, as they'll discuss what's to come. This 4th down is looming. Here's Jordan Stout now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. We'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Jaguars offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
48-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. What a drop. Jarquez Hunter. Touchdown, Jaguars. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Colts offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. And it's that rookie 3rd-round pick. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Colts, 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's May. Quickly to the outside and complete. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
May to throw on 2nd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You have to wonder, Mike, how are those previous mistakes he made earlier in the game still lingering in the back of his mind? You can tell he's being a little bit more conservative. He doesn't want to risk throwing a 3rd interception and kind of just throws this one away. I think that's the sign of a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's already got 2 picks on the day. Certainly doesn't want to throw a 3rd. So good decision. Just throw it away.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10.
At their own 8-yard line.
On the set. Let's go now.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Jags offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drop.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Veteran Trey Hendrickson there on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Out wide to Warren. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. Drive will start on the ground. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. In motion is Warren. On 2nd down, it's May. Pass right side to Downs. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Indianapolis.
They'll stay on the ground. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now May to the left side and taken in by Downs. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Complete to Josh
2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll go with the sneak. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. Early right, it's taken in. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. And I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet to keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, He tracks the ball and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll stick with him again.
Number 35, the right-hander, Trey Hendrickson on the tackle. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They'll try it now with Warren. And he's going to have a Jags first down. Good work there. 4th and 1. They pick up 7 and pick up a new set of downs.
Yeah, sometimes these coaches want to overthink it. They want to dial up these super tricky plays and try to outthink themselves sometimes. And you find yourself here on 4th and real short. Something easy, something your guys have wrecked a million times.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That is Trey Hendrickson in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Travis Hunter was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Colts offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Meg. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
3rd and short. And here is Meg. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. The Colts about set to punt. We forced a punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And he couldn't get that one to check up, and it'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. And he will dive into the end zone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
24.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Receiver in motion, going right. To throw on 1st down is May. Left side, that is caught by 1. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11.
The Colts, 1st down.
Throwing now is May. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
It's 2nd down.
They'll go play action with May.
After that 1st down set, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
That is caught side of the end zone. Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Seibert's extra point is true. And the Colts have cut the deficit to 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their running back set to go once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. Give up the middle into the secondary past the 40. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Ready, break!
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. Look to throw. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a 1st down.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. It takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Jason Sanders for the extra.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. With that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Colts 31. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense make their way out to take over once more. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's May. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? May gonna look to throw. And he's gonna go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They'll go. Here's May. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they trail it late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. Well, victory well in hand. Still a little bit of time left here, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. And the point by Sanders is good. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. The Colts offense headed back to take over once more. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's May. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
A gain of 47 on the play. That's another Colts 1st down. A gain of 47 yards. 1st down, Colts.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Side protects the point is true. And the Colts are able to edge a bit closer. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Let's go.
Now a handoff, running right, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
And this is going to work out a little better. He'll get 9 on that one, but they're going to need to convert on third down.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway.
Our last chance. Let's go. Ready.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing is May. That is incomplete with 1 second left on the clock. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So shout to Duval here in Duval County, Florida. It is a win for the Jaguars.